Hey, what's going on, guys? I want to show you a Lansky Benchstone. Pretty cool, very interesting. A lot of people have been asking for much more information on sharpening stuff. They want to know more sharpening techniques, tools of the trade. I got great feedback from the sharpening steel video, and so I'm making a few more that are sharpening related. I've always liked Lansky. Lansky is top-notch, USA-made stuff. Really, really good people at the company. Just really nice folks that know what they're doing. They put out a good product and they're friendly and customer service is good. And that may not mean much to some people and it means the world to other people. But for me, it means a lot. It's nice to know that you're dealing with good people and you're giving your money to a good company that's giving you a product that you enjoy. So that's why I enjoy Lansky stuff. And I do own many sharpening systems, sharpening tools, quite a collection of things to try to maintain my blades, and some I like, some I don't. But the majority of Lansky stuff I do like. What we're looking at today is one of their diamond benchstones. Very cool. There's a lot I like about this, and there's a couple things I don't like about it. This particular one, you see how it works here. We have a base, and then we have our top piece, which flips around, so you can use it. All right. It's very sturdy because it has these rubber feet. It's molded all the way around. All right. It's very important when you have some kind of a system that it's not going to move. It creates a lot of friction, so when you're sharpening, it's not going to move on you. All right, super important thing, and they nailed it with this. You can see it's molded to the plastic. It doesn't want to come off or anything like that, and it goes all the way around. So it's not going to scratch up your table. It's not going to move on you. That's good. I like that it flips around so you can store it. The one thing I don't like about this is that it doesn't kind of snap in. I would have liked to see this just snap in. It's that simple. If I turn upside down, it's kind of pressure fit. But if I shake it, it'll open. It's not a huge deal, it really isn't, but I love that they have it so that you can store it in here and it's not exposed to rub on things. If you put this in a pack and you want to make this versatile sharpening kit to take on anywhere, I would recommend some kind of Ranger bands or rubber bands or something to keep this in place. If it's going in a bag for survival slash what happens if the world ends type of thing, of course you can wrap this with some jute twine or some paracord or something, and it's dual purpose. It's keeping it shut and protected, as well as giving you cordage and stuff. But anyway, if you're into freehand sharpening or you want to learn how to freehand sharpen, you're going to want a benchstone. A benchstone is basically a flat stone. What's really cool about this particular one is that you can actually mount this to your bench. The base here of this this stone system, I guess we'll call it, you have mounting points here. All right, recessed in so you can put some some screws in there and literally bolt it down to your workbench. Very cool. But I think more people than not will just use this as a little travel thing. You can throw this in your bag, on the go. It's easy to stash or store places. So it sits steady on the table, doesn't move around. The quality of the diamond plate in here is actually really good. It says ultra fine on here. What I do want to mention is that this works for me, my personal experience. This works great on higher end steels. All right, with cheap knives, I end up getting, and I'll show you, this is already sharp, but I want to give you a little demo here and just show you what kind of an edge I'm getting with some of the cheaper stuff. All right, it's just a Smith & Wesson fixed blade. I believe I reviewed this one before. What I find is that with this ultra fine on the cheaper steels or softer steels, I get, there's my cut here. I get more of a jagged cut. All right, it is sharp, it does cut, but it's somewhat jagged. I don't know how well I can show that to you. However, I highly recommend this particular stone for, put that in the right way, for harder steels. This is the backpacker showing this. I'm going to do a full review on this in the future. This is an 01 tool steel. All right, so same stone with this 01 steel, and I have fantastic results. It leaves a really nice edge. It's slightly toothy, but still very refined. All right. Makes a nice, beautiful, clean cut. All right, perfect. So my point is that this is an ultra fine diamond stone. Works great with higher end stuff, S30V, D2, 01 in this case, 154 cm. Those kinds of blade steels, I think you get a better performance. If you're using this for cheaper knives, for some reason I have used it for lower end 440C, 440A, AUS 6, things of that nature. I don't know why I just can't get a super fine edge on it. So anyway, just something to note there. These sell for about $20, $25. I think they're well worth the price. The only other thing I don't like about this one, I mean, it's color coded. I mean, this little band here, they're color coded to what kind of stone, but if you have a bunch of these, it's hard to keep track of what's what. The plastic is, the mold is for a bunch of different ones. So you see the top here, it says Lansky hard Arkansas stone. And this is not an Arkansas stone. This is the diamond. All right, so they're using the same cases basically for all the different things. So you have to kind of keep track of what color corresponds with what stone. If you only have one or two of these, no big deal. You want to get the whole collection, then I'd recommend putting a label on here. Get some sticker paper, writing out a couple things, and slap that on the front, or at least color code it on the outside for yourself. If you, like I said, if you have a bunch of these, so you can keep track of what's what.